never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented
Good evening, baseball fans. You are here on Yankees The Ugly Truth with Ken. And we are going to call game 2 of this live play-by-play of the Toronto Blue Jays facing off against the New York Yankees in the Bronx. Sorry I'm a couple of minutes tardy, getting back from T-ball practice and getting the young lads showered up. Got out here as quickly as possible. Like I said, I'm sorry that I'm just a little bit late. We're going to start by going over tonight's lineup. Leading off, DHing for the Blue Jays is going to be George Springer. In the 2-hole is going to be Vlad Guerrero Jr. playing first base. Dalton Varsho will be in the 3-hole playing center field. Katsuma Okamoto will be at third base hitting cleanup. Pinago will be in left field, hitting in the 5-hole. Jesse Sanchez will be in right field, hitting in the 6-hole. In the 7-hole will be second baseman Davis Schneider. At shortstop in the 8-hole is going to be Jimenez, and Henneman will be behind the dish, batting ninth. On the mound for the Blue Jays is going to be Dylan Cease. And for your New York Yankees, leading off playing center field is going to be Trent Grisham. In the 2-hole is going to be first baseman Ben Rice. In right field, hitting in the 3-hole is going to be Aaron Judge. Cody Bellinger will be in left field cleaning up. At second base, Jazz Chisholm Jr. will be hitting in the 5-hole. In the 6-hole will be third baseman Ryan McMahon. Anthony Volpe will be hitting in the 7-hole playing shortstop. Spencer Jones will be DHing, hitting in the 8-hole. And behind the dish is going to be Austin Wells. On the bump for the New York Yankees is going to be Will Warren. So that is your active lineup for today. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. And I want to welcome, let's see, Margaret, John the Beagle Dad, Kaz, John Missoula, Daniel Barry Sparts from the Hardcore Sports Network. Thank you for all of y'all taking time out of your busy Tuesday afternoon, listening to a little bit of baseball. If you have not heard, Garrett Cole will be recalled on Friday to pitch for the Yankees on their opener for the against the Tampa Bay Rays in the Bronx. So hence, we're about to start first pitch. If you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to one and the same. We here at actually at Hardcore Sports, they are simulcasting our live play-by-play. So thanks to Mitch and all of his crew out there for supporting us. And here at Yankees The Ugly Truth, we are doing the play-by-play for you, but we do a little bit more than that. We provide shorts, do open panels. So it's an all-encompassing channel. If this interests you, please consider subscribing to the NY or New Yankees The Ugly Truth channel. Thank you. And we are just about to get underway. Will Warren is throwing the last of his warm-up pitches. Warren has pitched well for the Yankees in his second full season. Kid is incredible. I anticipate seeing good things come from him when it's all said and done. Welcome, Sean. Appreciate you being here. Damn, I'm so dumb. I set the active poll up for tomorrow's game. And the first pitch from Warren is down low in the dirt. Count is 1-0. Springer's hitting 196 on the season, 3 home runs, 9 RBIs. Warren sets, and that pitch is lined into left field. Bellinger's going to field it cleanly, and Springer leads the first inning off with a single. John Tempane is the home plate umpire, 17 major seasons. He is considered a neutral. And Warren sets. The first pitch is on the way, and the sinker paints the outside corner for call, strike one. Guerrero's hitting 285 on the season, 3 home runs, 20 RBIs, and a 752 OPS. Warren sets and fires, and that pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-2. And Warren sets. Pitch is all the way, and it is in there for call. Strike 3, and Guerrero is struck out looking. No argument from Guerrero. Varsho is up to bat. And the first pitch is outside. Count is 1-0. And the pitch is grounded up the middle. And Volpe is going to dive, and it's going to skirt off his glove. Springer is going to round third or second, heading to third. Hey, James from the Hardcore Sports Network. Thank you. So there are runners at first and third with one out. First pitch is a sweeper to Okamoto off the plate. Count is 1-0. And the pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. And the pitch is up and in. Count is 2-1. And the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is evened at 2-2. Warren sets and fires, and that pitch drifts inside. Count is full at 3-2. First and third with one out. Do not want to put the bases juiced full of Blue Jays. And the pitch is all the way, and that is fouled straight back. Count remains 3-2. Actually, I was going to say 5+ runs, Kaz, but I hit start trying to call the game at the same time. So sorry about that. And the pitch is on the way, and it is bounced foul down the third base line. McMahon is not going to be able to get it. So the count remains 3-2 as we head to the eighth pitch of the at bat. And this is exactly what the Blue Jays do. They foul pitches off and get pitch counts out. And Warren sets, pitch is on the way, and this is skied to shallow right center field. Jazz has it. Springer tags and is heading straight back. So that is the second out. So that is a huge out for Warren. Coming up to bat is the left fielder, Pinago. Pinago's hit 327 on the season, 1 home run, 7 RBIs at an 806 OPS. And Warren sets. First pitch is on the way, and that is fouled down the third base line. Count is 0-1. And if you're just joining the game is locked up at zeros. The Blue Jays have runners at first and third with 2 outs and an 0-1 count on Pinago, the hitter. And the next pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. So the count is 0-2. And the pitch is on the way, and the changeup is up high. Count is going to be 2-2. And how do you do? Warren sets and fires, and that pitch is up high. And Yago has timeout and is out of the box. Don't know what the hell Springer's talking to the third base umpire about, but I guess we're going to find out. And now Warren steps off the mound. Count is 3, add 2. And Warren sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is bounced up the middle. Volpe feels it and fires to first. That is going to do it for the Blue Jays. So Warren pitches around the 2 singles. Blue Jays are going to strand 2 on board. Coming up to bat is our New York Yankees. Coming up to bat is going to be Grisham, Rice, and Judge. 1, 2, 3, and that's what we're going to see. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our partially screwed up active poll. We currently have 5 votes. So let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. And as you know, well, most of you know, our goal for every live stream is 30 likes. We are presently at 9. So please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network who happens to be streaming this live play-by-play, or the Yankees the Ugly Truth family who is doing the live play-by-play, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. If you are a member, make sure that your notifications are turned on so you'll know every time that we're live and not Memorex. Currently, we're at 731 subscribers. We are 4 away from our next milestone of 735. So anything you can do to help us meet our goal would be most appreciated. And I'm going to grab a drink out of my fridge. I'll be right back. Dylan Cease looks like Wyatt Earp. Grisham is ready. Cease sets. First pitch is on the way, and that is a 96-mile-an-hour fastball off the plate. Count is 1-0. Grisham is hitting 166 on the season, 6 home runs, 27 RBIs, and a 634 OPS. Pitch is on the way, and Grisham hammers this one into right field. It is going to drop in front of Sanchez for a base hit. That was a broken bat looper. So the Yankees are going to have their first runner on. Coming up to bat is Ben Rice. First pitch is on the way, and it paints the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike 1. Rice is hitting 298 on the season, 15 home runs, 31 RBIs, and a 1062 OPS. Next pitch is on the way, and this is tapped to Cease. Cease fires to second, and The ball is fielded. Actually, I think he loses it on the transfer, so Rice is going to be safe at first. Fielder's choice for Ben Rice. And all rise. The judges in the chambers. And the first pitch is on the way. And it is called strike one on the outside corner. Judges hitting 266 on the season, 16 homers, 30 RBIs, and a 988 OPS. Next pitch is on the way, and it is foul to the right side. Count is 0-2. See, sets and fires, and that slider is off the plate. Count is 1-2. Hey, John the Beagle Dad, welcome to the stream. And the pitch is on the way, and the slider is off the plate. Count is evened at 2-2. Pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and missed by Judge for strike three. That was a 100-mile-an-hour fastball past Judge. Coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger. First pitch to Belly is way up high. Count is 1-0. And C sets. He fires, and that pitch is inside. Count is 2-0. Belly's hitting 271 on the season, 6 home runs, 32 RBIs, a 854 OPS. Cease sets and fires, and that pitch is inside. Count is 3-0. And they're pausing the game for a sec. A home plate umpire is walking out to cease. Bellinger is back in the box. He sets, fires, and the fastball paints the bottom of the strike zone. Count is 3-1 on Belly. Hey, David, welcome to the stream. And C sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Cease steps off the plate or off the rubber. Cease sets and fires. That pitch is inside for ball 4. So coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm Jr. Don't know what the delay is. Jazz is back in the box. Pitch is on the way, and it is in the dirt. Count is 1-0 on Jazz. It's a betting thing, Jazz. Prize picks. Pitch is on the way, and that fastball paints the outside corner for call. Strike 1. Count is 1-1. Jazz is hitting .237 on the season. Cease sets and fires, and this one is hammered foul down the first base line. Count is 1-2. Yeah, it's like day trading for other people. Pitch is on the way, and it is a slider down low. Count is even at 2-2. He sets and fires, and that pitch is going to be just off the plate. Count is full. 3-2 on Jazz. Pitch is on the way, and Jazz swings and misses at the slider for strike 3. And that is going to do it for the Yankees in the bottom of the first. Coming up for the Blue Jays is going to be Jesus Sanchez, Davis Snyder, and Jose Jimenez. From our active scoreboard, the Braves beat the Marlins 8-4 today. Guardians lead the Tigers 3-2 in the top of the 4th. The Reds lead the Phillies 2-1 in the top of the 4th. The Rays and Orioles are locked up at 1 in the bottom of the 3rd. The Mets and Nationals are in a delay. As you know, heading to the top of the 2nd, Yankees and Blue Jays are locked up at 0s, and that's your active scoreboard at this time. Next series of games starts at 7:40, so about 10 minutes from now. So for those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. Let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. As you know, our goal is 30 likes per live stream. We are currently at 9. So if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees, the Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to one and the same. Here at Yankees The Ugly Truth, we provide you a lot of shorts, play-by-plays, open panels so we can talk baseball. So more or less we're an all service channel. If that appeals to you, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. I did happen to drop 2 shorts today, so if you get a free moment, hop on over and check them out. Let me know what you think. And Sanchez leads off. The first pitch is a sweeper in there for call, strike one. Sanchez is hitting .265 on the season, 5 home runs, 20 RBIs, and a .721 OPS. Next pitch is on the way, and this is chopped weakly to Warren. Warren sets and fires to Rice, and that is the first out of the inning. Davis Snyder is coming up to bat, hitting .141 on the season, 1 home run, 8 RBIs. Warren sets and fires, and the sinker paints the outside corner for call, strike one. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that catches the outside corner for call, strike two. Count is 0-2. Warren sets and fires, and that pitch is swung on and missed for strike three. That is Warren's second strikeout of the night. Coming up to bat is Jimenez. And the first pitch is on the way, and the fastball is off the plate. Count is 1-0. And the pitch is on the way, and it paints the inside corner. Count is 1-1. Warren sets and he fires, and the sweeper is down low. Count is 2-1. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is evened at deuces. Pitch is on the way, and the changeup is down low. Count is now full, 3-2 on Anders Jimenez. Warren sets. Pitch is all the way, and this is grounded to Rice. Rice is going to take it for himself, and that is going to be a 1-2-3 inning for Warren. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the second for the Yankees is McMahon, Volpe, and Jones. So we're going to see a little bit of action here. How are we feeling about the game so far? Chat hasn't really said a hell of a lot here recently, so all right, let's see what the young guns can do. Well, last year he was a rookie. He had 33 starts, pitched 161 innings, and with the exception of 3 bad games, his ERA would have been 3.54. So hence, kid's a pretty good pitcher. Hey, Nick, How you doing? Welcome from the Hardcore Sports Network. Appreciate you being here and chiming in. Good to see you too. Warren, I've seen since last season over spring training and this season, he has stopped nibbling. He is actually attacking hitters, and he's using a combination of his four seamer and his two seamer to get movement. And hitters are confused by that. He is striking out batters at about a 30% clip while walking about 6%. So that is a phenomenal ratio for a young prospect or rookie pitcher. I think that Will Warren has good things in the future with the New York Yankees. One of the shorts I dropped today was with regard to Anthony Volpe. He has been performing extremely well since Jose Caballero went on the IL, and it's already been notified that when Caballero comes off the IL, he is resuming his start at shortstop. And see, sets and fires, and McMahon fouls the pitch off. Count his own one. I feel a hit coming on. Pitch is on the way, and I guess I said he swung at it because the ball sure wasn't a strike. So the count is 0-2 on McMahon. And the pitch from Cease is all the way, and that is a slider in the dirt. Count is 1-2. McMahon is 0 for his last 23, so it's time to break that rut. Pitch is on the way, and that is bounced to Jimenez. He's going to set and fire to Guerrero Jr., and that is the first out of the inning. That was a broken bat. Coming up to bat is Anthony Volpe. Volpe is hitting .308 on the season, no home runs, 3 RBIs. First pitch is on the way, and this is a softball ground ball to Jimenez. Jimenez fields it cleanly and fires to Guerrero. That was a one pitch out. And you guys know how much I freaking hate one pitch outs. But here we have it. Coming up to bat is Spencer Jones, hitting .167 on the season, no home runs, 2 RBIs. First pitch is on the way, and Jones swings at a fastball out of the strike zone. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and the knuckle curve is down in the dirt. Count is 1-1. Is this the day that Spencer Jones is going to get his first major league home run? And the pitch is on the way, and he hammers this one foul down the left field line. Count is 1-2. He sets and fires, and that pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. So Jones is down on strikes. Cease has retired the Yankees in order. And from our active scoreboard today, the Braves beat the Marlins 8-4. Guardians are leading the Tigers 3-2 in the bottom of the 4th. Reds are leading the Phillies 2-1 in the bottom of the 4th. Blue Jays, or the Rays, and the Orioles are locked up at 1s in the top of the 4th. The Mets have a 3-0 lead in the top of the 1st versus the Nationals. Hey, Robert. As you know, heading to the top of the 3rd, Yankees and Blue Jays are locked up at 0s. Astros and the Twins are just getting underway, as are the Red Sox and the Royals, and the Brewers and the Cubs. That is your active scoreboard for today. And we have a home run from our chat. We have our 732nd subscriber. I don't know who subscribed, but thank you very much. Appreciate you trusting us to provide you with quality baseball content. Your support is most appreciated. And speaking of support, I want to thank everybody for supporting this cheap stream by coming in on your busy Tuesday night and listening to a little bit of baseball. So we are now at 732 subscribers, 3 away from our next goal or milestone of 735. So anything you can do to help us meet that goal point would be most appreciated. And I see that we are at 13 likes, 17 short of our goal for the live stream. And Heineman is coming up to bat. And the first pitch is a sweeper. Up for ball 1. Count is 1-0 on Heineman. Heineman is hitting 150 on the season, no homers, 3 RBIs, and a 340 OPS. Warren sets, fires, and that pitch is grounded to Volpe. Volpe's going to field it cleanly and shoot it to Ben Rice for the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is George Springer. And Warren sets. He fires, and the first pitch is called strike 1, outside corner. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that is inside for ball 1. Count is 1-1. Pitch is grounded to McMahon, and he fields it and fires to Rice for the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And the first pitch is a sweeper, fouled off. Count is 0-1 on Vladdy. Next pitch is on the way, and that four-seamer is off the plate. One came in at 94 miles an hour. Count is even at 1-1 on Guerrero. He is 0 for 1 on the day, struck out looking. And Warren sets and fires, and this is an towering fly ball to mid left field. Bellinger is tracking it and is going to make the play for the third out of the inning. And Warren has retired 8 hitters in a row. Coming up for the Yankees in the bottom of the third is going to be Austin Wells. Hopefully he can get back on track. Trent Grisham Jr. and Big Ben Rice. I just feel the hit machine is about to start for the Yankees. Warren is dealing as expected. For those of you that are in our stream, if you haven't, please take a second to drop your vote in our active poll. Let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. We are at 12 votes at this point. So thank you for those who have participated. Now, here's my question for you, and feel free to answer just in the chat. Who gets the first hit, Wells or McMahon? Cabby's not playing third base, brother. He's going back to short. He leads the league for all shortstops in defensive runs saved. Wells is hitting 173 on the season, 3 home runs, 5 RBIs, and a 556 OPS. And the first pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count is 0-1. And C sets. Pitch is on the way, and Wells swings and misses at the changeup. Count is 0-2. C sets and fires, and the fastball is fouled straight back. Count is 0-2. C sets and fires, and that pitch is a curveball in the dirt. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and missed. That was a changeup right over the heart of Broadway. Don't know what the hell Wells is swinging at. So he is retired on strikes. Coming up to bat is Trent Grisham. And the first pitch is in there for call, strike one. Count is 0-1 on Grishbaum. Grisham is 1 for 1 on the day with a single in his first plate appearance. Next pitch is on the way, and that is going to catch the top of the strike zone for call, strike two. He's throwing him a knuckle curve and a changeup. Anticipate a fastball. And he sets and fires at the fastball, paints the inside corner for call, strike three. So that is the second strikeout of the inning. Cease is at 5 strikeouts already. Coming up to bat is Big Ben Rice. And the pitch is a changeup in there for call, strike one. Count is 0-1. Rice reached first base on a fielder's choice's first at bat. Pitch is on the way, and Rice fouls this one straight back. That was a 99-mile-an-hour fastball. Count is 0-2. Cease is at 40 pitches on the night. Pitch count is looking solid. And Cease sets and fires. And the pitch bounces in the dirt and away from Heidemann. Count is 1-2. Cease sets and fires, and that pitch is down in the dirt. Rice is able to check his swing. Count is evened at deuce. What color is your goose? For those of you that are just joining us in the stream, we're in the bottom of the third. The score is 0-0. There are no runners on. And two outs. 2-2 is on the way, and that is a four-seamer way up high. Count is now full on Rice. 3-2. Next pitch is on the way, and Rice hammers this one down the first baseline foul. And they're telling an interesting story about Cease. He wears the number 84, and apparently he is a yoga guru. And that's the number of poses in yoga. So he's his Zen or whatever the hell you call it. 3-2 is on the way, and the pitch is a slider down, and Rice swings and misses for strike three. So Cease has 6 strikeouts in 3 innings. So basically that's telling you that the Yankees are in ridiculous swing mode again. Cease is going to end up with 44 pitches through 3. Coming up to bat for the Blue Jays is going to be Varsho, Okamoto, and Pinago. All right, Robert says McMahon. James says Wells. I don't know. I think it's going to be a tie. I don't think either one of them is getting a hit. But I did give you option one or the other. At least McMahon fouled a ball off. Wells just looked horrible in his at-bat. And in our active scoreboard, the Guardians and Tigers are now tied at 3 apiece in the bottom of the 5th. Reds have a 2-1 lead on the Phillies in the bottom of 5. In the top of 5, the Orioles and Rays are still locked up at 1s. Mets have a 3-0 lead on the Nationals in the top of the 2nd. As you know, heading to the top of the 4th, this game is locked up at 0s. Astros have a 2-0 lead on the Twins in the bottom of the first. Red Sox and Royals are locked up at ones in the bottom of the first. Brewers have a 1-0 lead on the Cubs in the top of the first. And in the bottom of the first, the Cardinals and the Pirates are locked up at zeros. And that's your active scoreboard for the day. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. We are at 15 likes, 15 short of our goal of 30. So anything you can do to help us out would be most appreciated. And if you haven't, take this moment to drop your vote in our active poll. Warren sets. First pitch is on the way, and that is a sweeper up high. Count is 1-0. And Warren sets. Pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is in there for call. Strike one. Count is even at 1-1. Pitch is on the way, and that is hit over the top of Volpe's head. Grisham fills it and fires it into Jazz, so that is a leadoff single for Varsho. Coming up to bat is Okamoto, 0 for 1 on the day or the evening. He popped out in his first plate appearance. And Warren sets. And he fires, and that sinker is just off the plate. Count is 1-0 on Okamoto. Warren sets, and he fires. That sinker is way down low. Count is 2-0. Warren sets and fires, and the sinker is way up high. Count is now 3-0. Warren sets and fires, and that pitch is inside, so that is a 4-pitch walk. So the Blue Jays have runners at first and second with nobody out in the 4th inning. Coming up to bat is the left fielder, Pinyago, 0 for 1 on the day with a ground out in his first plate appearance. And the first pitch is on the way, and the sinker paints the outside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Warren sets, and he fires, and that 4-seamer is way up high. Count is evened at 1-1. Warren sets and fires, and this pitch is driven to right field. It's going to bounce against the wall. Judge is fielding it and is firing it home. Varsho is rounding third. He is heading home, and he is going to make it and not. So Okamoto is going to move to third. So they have runners at first and third, and they've taken a 1-0 lead. Coming up to bat is Sanchez. And the first pitch to Sanchez is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Those of you just joining the stream, we're in the top of the fourth. The Blue Jays now have a 1-0 lead. They have runners at first and third with no outs. And Jesus Sanchez is up to bat. Warren sets, and the pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate. Count is 1-1. Edward sets and fires, and the fastball is up high. Count is now 2-1 on Sanchez. Warren steps off the mound. Pitch is on the way, and this is looped into shallow left field, and that is going to score another run. So that is an RBI single for Sanchez, and it is now 2-0 Blue Jays. Coming up to bat is Davis Schneider, 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout in his first plate appearance. And Boone is at the plate with Wells talking to the umpires about something. Well, apparently the bat hit Wells in the top of the head, so the trainer is checking Wells out. And we are still in an injury delay. We only have two answers for our who gets the first hit, McMahon or Wells. All right. Rob says McMahon. He also says change all our votes to 0 runs. Not even sure where the votes are. Nobody has zeros. 29% says 1-2. 71% said 3-4. All right. And it looks like Wells is okay. Warren sets and fires, and that pitch is a stinker outside. Snyder shows bunt. Pitch is on the way, and Snyder bunts down the third base line. McMahon fills and fires to Rice for the first out, and the runners are going to advance to second and third. The play is a 5-3 putout. Andres Jimenez is coming up. And the first pitch to Jimenez is up high. Count is 1-0. So the Yankees are now bringing the infield in. Warren sets and he fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is 1-1. Warren's pitch count is at 59 so far. The pitch count is elevating. Next pitch is on the way, and the sinker is off the plate. Count is 2-1. Welcome to the stream, Jonathan. Appreciate you hopping in. Next pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is even at 2-2. Next pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. You got to flash him inside. You got to flash him with the pitch inside. Everything has been away. Come on, Will. Pitch. And Warren sets. Pitch is on the way. And this is lined into left field. Bellinger is fielding it. Pinago is going to score. Sanchez is held at third. That bloop single kicks the lead to 3-0 Toronto. Catcher Heineman is coming up to bat. And Warren sets. Heineman shows bunt, and this is pop foul straight back. So that was a safety squeeze. Pitch is on the way, and Heineman bunts this one foul off of Wells. So the count is 0-2. So Wells has a ball fouled off his thigh and hit in the head with a bat. Pitch is on the way, and this is a towering pop fly. Volpe is tracking it, and he makes the play for the second out. So the Blue Jays have runners at first and third with 2 outs. Coming up to bat is Springer. First pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1 on Springer. Springer is 1 for 2 on the night with a single. Warren sets and he fires, and that pitch is, oh my gracious, call ball 1. Looks like he painted the inside corner, but Wells is not challenging, so the count is going to remain 1-1. Ford sets and fires, and the pitch is grounded to McMahon. McMahon sets and fires to Rice to retire the side. So this is a rough inning for Ward. The Blue Jays are going to put a 3 spot in the top of the 4th. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the 4th is going to be Aaron Judge, Cody Bellinger, and Jazz Chisholm Jr. And in our active scoreboard for tonight, Braves have beaten the Marlins 8-4. Guardians and the Tigers are locked up at 3s in the top of the 6th. Reds have a 2-1 lead on the Phillies in the top of the 7th. Rays now have a 2-1 lead on the Orioles in the bottom of the 6th. The Mets have a 5-4 lead on the Nationals in the top of the 3rd. As you know, in this game, going to the bottom of the 4th, the Blue Jays have a 3-0 lead. Astros have a 2-0 lead on the Twins in the top of the 3rd. Red Sox lead the Royals 2-1 in the top of the 2nd. Brewers, the Cubs 1-0 in the top of the 3rd. Pirates and the Cardinals are locked up at 0s in the top of the 3rd. And the next game won't start for about a half an hour or so. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We have, let's see, $15 votes in our active poll. So thank you for everybody who has participated. However, those that haven't, let your vote be counted and your vote be heard. And we are at 18 likes, 12 short of our goal of 30 for any live stream. So if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network who happens to be simulcasting this live play-by-play, or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family who is doing the play-by-play, please consider subscribing to one and the same. If you like play-by-plays, I call them almost every day. And if you are into shorts, I do a boatload of them. I dropped 2 today. All rise. The judge is in the chamber. The first pitch is on the way, and that is up high for ball 1. Cease sets and fires, and the slider is in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 1-1. Judge is 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout. Cease sets and he fires, and the slider is right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike 2. Count is now 1-2. Cease sets and fires. This pitch bounces all the way to the backstop. Count is evened at deuce, deuce. See, sets and fires, and the slider is off the plate. Count is now full. 3-2. See, sets, pitch is on the way, and judge is going to be called out on strikes. I don't know why the hell he isn't challenging this. Judge is challenging, and he's taking his guard off and walking to the base. And Judge is correct. The call is going to be overturned. That was almost 2 inches off the plate. The judge goes from striking out to walking to first. Coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger. He does not have an official at bat. The first at bat was a base on balls. He sets and fires, and that fastball is inside. Count is 1-0. And the pitch is on the way, and the slider is up high. Count is 2-0 by Belly. Pitch is on the way, and this is sky to left field. Pinago is closing on it, and he is going to make the play in shallow left field for the first out. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm Jr., 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout. See, sets and fires, and the slider is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Jazz was way out in front. Pitch is on the way, and that is up and into Jazz. Count is evened out 1-1. And see, sets and fires, and that ball breaks into the dirt. Count is 2-1 on Jazz. See, sets and fires, and that ball is hammered down the left field line, just foul. Count is even at deuce, and Jazz goes down. I'm not sure what happened to him. Looks like Jazz twisted his ankle. Lordy, lordy, lordy. And it looks like Jazz is going to stay in the game. Count is deuce, deuce. See, sets and fires, and that pitch bounces in the dirt in front of Jazz. Jazz does a stanky leg to get out of the way. Should have taken one for the team, Jazz. He sets and fires, and Jazz hammers this one foul down the right field line. It is hooking foul. So the count is full on Jazz. The sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is inside for ball 4. So Jazz is going to take his walk. So this is 2 walks for Cease. And McMahon is coming up. 0 for 1 on the night with a ground out in his first plate appearance. So will McMahon get his first hit of the night? And Cease sets and fires, and this pitch is driven to the left field. And this one is going, and gone. That is a 3-run jack by Ryan McMahon. And that is going to break an 0 for 24 slump. That one traveled 383 feet and traveled at 104.1 miles an hour. And the game is now all of a sudden tied at 3s. That is McMahon's 4th home run of the year. So I guess McMahon is the one that gets the hit. Coming up to bat is Anthony Volpe. And once again, that was an opposite field shot. He has a hell of a lot of power to left field for being a left-handed batter. And the first pitch is on the way to Volpe, and it is down low and in the dirt. Count is 1-0. And the pitch is on the way, and the Sticker paints the outside corner for call. Strike 1. Count is 1-1. And C sets, fires, and this ball is bounced up the middle into center field. So Volpe is going to get his first hit of the night. Coming up to bat is Spencer Jones. So come on, young lad. Do not swing at the high fastballs because you can't catch up to them. So for those of you just jumping into this stream, we are tied at 3-3 in the bottom of the 4th. There is 1 out with a runner at first, and Spencer Jones is coming up to bat. So will the young prodigal get his first major league home run tonight? And C sets. Pitch is on the way, and damn it. The fastball is up high, but Jones cannot check his swing, so the count is 0-1. Jones is 0 for 1 on the night and struck out on high fastballs his first plate appearance. Let's hope the young lad learns from the second time. Next pitch is on the way, and the fastball is swung on and missed. That one was up high, too. Count is 0-2. And what do you want to bet that he throws another fastball up high? He sets and he fires. And the fastball, he screwed up. Fastball was about waist high, and that got fouled off. Count remains 0-2. He sets and fires, and that fastball is not swung on. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is swung on and missed. Changeup got him. So that is the second out of the inning. Austin Wells is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout. So is he going to break his drought in this inning? So he sets and fires, and Volpe goes, and he is going to be thrown out. I think they're going to take a look at this one. Put the headphones on. I don't know. From the replays, I can't tell if he's safe or out. Just not sure. And while we're in this delay, if you haven't dropped your vote in our active poll, we have 15 votes at this time. Actually, I can end this poll because they've scored 3 runs and they're going to say that the runner is out. Boone has spit fire. And that is going to do it for the Yankees, but not before the boys are able to tie this one up at 3-3. For those of you that are here, we have 18 likes. We are 12 away from our goal of 30 likes per live stream. So let's do it. And if you haven't, please consider subscribing to Yankees The Ugly Truth and the Hardcore Sports Network. Hardcore Sports is simulcasting our live play-by-play, and I'm here on Yankees The Truth. I'm calling the play-by-play. We have 15 votes. 67% said 3 to 4 runs. 33% said 1 to 2. Nobody said 0. And the 3 to 4 have it. So congratulations on making the right pick. And I will drop another poll here in just a quick click. So how are we feeling about the game at this point? Warren sets, and the first pitch is inside. Count is 1-0. Vlad Guerrero is up to bat. He is 0 for 2 on the night with a fly out and a strikeout. Next pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is 1-1. And Warren sets. Next pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count is 1-2. Well, we are in the top of the fifth. We're at about an hour and a half in the stream, David. So we're probably talking hour 15. So Guerrero fouls a pitch off. Next pitch is on the way, and this is a towering pop-up behind the plate. And Wells is going to make the play in the dirt. That's the first out. Dalton Varsho is coming up to bat. First pitch on the way is going to paint the top of the strike zone for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Warren sets and he fires, and that pitch is swung on and missed for strike two. Count is 0-2 on Varsho. Varsho is 2 for 2 on the night thus far with a run score. Warren sets, and the pitch is on the way, and he misses up high. Count is 1-2. Pitch is on the way, and this is foul down the third base line. Count remains 1-2. Warren is at 78 pitches. Pitch is on the way, and the fastball is off the plate. Count is even at 2-2. And Warren sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is grounded to McMahon. McMahon vacuums it up and fires across the diamond to record the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Katsumoto Okamoto. He is 0 for 1 on the day with a walk and a run scored. Warren sets and fires, and the four-seamer is up high. Count is 1-0. And Warren sets, and the sweeper is down low. Count is now 2-0 on Okamoto. Warren sets and fires, and that pitch is slug out at best. Count is 2-1. Warren sets and fires, and the pitch is foul down the third base line. Count is now evened at deuce. What color is your goose? Pitch is on the way, and the changeup is down low. Count is now full. 3-2. Pitch is on the way, and it's going to paint the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike 3. And Okamoto is challenging that one, but he's a dead duck. And it is confirmed that that was a strike. So Toronto loses its first challenge. They have one challenge remaining. For those of you that are here, if you have not, please drop your vote in our second active poll of the night. We have 6 votes at this point. So let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. We are at 18 likes, 12 short of our goal of 30 for every live play-by-play. So if you would, please hit the like button and share the channel out. If you are not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. Hardcore Sports is simulcasting our live play-by-play, and here at Yankees The Truth, we're calling it. If you enjoy shorts, I post a boatload of them. Well over 150 shorts since the end of last season. I dropped 2 today. First one was David Bednar, Captain Cardiac Strikes Again. And the second one is Anthony Volpe, a trade candidate. Check them out and let me know what you think. Well, how are we feeling about the game? Coming up to bat is Austin Wells, Trent Grisham, and Ben Rice. Wells was at the plate when Volpe was caught stealing allegedly. And the first pitch to Wells is a curveball up high. Count is 1-0. He sets and he fires, and the pitch is fouled straight back. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that is inside for call. Ball 2. Count is 2-1. He sets and fires, and Wells taps this one foul down the first base line. Count is evened at deuce. What color is your goose? And Robert feels that Judge is going to homer late to win the game. He sets and fires, and that slider is down low. Count is now full. 3-2. And it looks like Tim Hill is warming up. Pitch is on the way, and Wells swings and misses for strike 3. So there is no need to challenge that one, and Wells is retired via the K. First out of the inning, coming up to bat is Trent Grisham. 1 for 2 today with a single and a strikeout. And the first pitch is on the way. The slider is swung on at best. Count is 0-1. He sets and fires, and that pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. Cease is at 79 pitches in the game. He sets and fires, and that fastball is way up high. Count is 1-2. He sets and fires, and the slider is down low. Count is 2-2. Cease sets, he fires, and the changeup is up high. Count is now full, 3-2. He sets and fires, and the slider is inside for ball 4. So Grisham is on base for the second time this evening. Coming up to bat is Ben Rice. Rice is 0 for 2 on the night with a strikeout and a fielder's choice. He sets and fires, and the curveball is in the dirt. Count is 1-0. So you can't stand Grisham. Okay. You probably only have to put up with him for one more season, then he'll be gone. Next pitch is on the way, and that is down low. Count is 2-0 on Rice. And the pitch is on the way, and this is hammered to right field. This one is going, and gone. That is Rice's 16th home run of the season, a 2-run shot. Yankees now take a 5-3 lead. That one traveled 366 feet at 96.6 miles per hour. And the Yankees have a 5-3 lead. Coming up to bat is the captain. All rise. The judge is in the chamber. So can we go back-to-back jacks? At C sets. First pitch is on the way, and the slider is down low. Count is 1-0. C sets and fires, and Judge swings at the slider. Count is evened at 1-1. Pitch is all the way, and the four-seamer paints the heart of Broadway for call. Strike two. Count is 1-2. And Judge takes time out in his traditional two-strike count, picks up some dirt and throws it to the side. C sets and fires, and Judge hammers this one foul down the right field line. Count is now 1-2. Ceases at 90 pitches, so his time in this game is short. C sets and fires, and Judge taps the curveball foul. Count remains 1-2. C sets and fires, and that fastball is up high and away. Count is even at deuce. That was a 100-mile-an-hour fastball. And C sets and fires, and the four-seamer is off the plate. Count is now full 3-2 on the captain. Captain is 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout and a base on balls. Pitch is on the way, and he is rung up. And Judge should challenge this one, but he is not challenging it. So that is the second out of the inning. He should have challenged that one. That pitch was damn well off the plate. Coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger. Ceases at 94 pitches on the night. First pitch to Bellinger is a slider, swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. And C sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is a curveball about 58 feet in the dirt. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and the sinker paints the inside corner for call. Strike two. Count is 0-2. C sets and fires, and that slider is in the dirt. Count is going to even at deuce on belly. And Mako made his major league debut, and he is in the bullpen warming up. C sets and fires, and that pitch is way up high and outside. Count is now full on belly. Ceases at 99 pitches. This could be his last hitter. Pitch is on the way, and Bellinger grounds this to Guerrero. He flips it to Cease, and he just beats Bellinger to the bag, and that is going to do it for the Yankees. But not before the Yankees put a 2-spot on the board with a 2-run home run by Ben Rice. So the Yankees now lead 5-3. Coming up in the top of the 6th is going to be Pinago, Sanchez, and Schneider. And from our active scoreboard today, Braves beat the Marlins 8-4. Guardians have a 4-3 lead on the Tigers in the top of the 9th. The Reds have a 4-1 lead on the Phillies in the bottom of the 8th. The Rays have a 2-1 lead on the Orioles in the top of the 8th. Nationals have a 9-5 lead on the Mets in the top of the 5th. In this game, as you know, going to the top of the 6th, the Yankees have a 5-3 lead on the Blue Jays. Astros have a 2-0 lead on the Twins in the bottom of the 5th. Red Sox lead the Royals 2-1 in the bottom of the 4th. Brewers lead the Cubs 3-0 in the top of the 5th. Cardinals lead the Pirates 3-1 in the top of the 5th. And the Rangers have a 2-0 lead on the Rockies in the top of the 1st. Hey, Sean, welcome to the stream. Next game is going to start out at 9:38, so we're about 40 minutes away from next game. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We have 9 votes in our second poll of the night. And we are at 19 likes, 11 away from our next goal of 30 for the live stream. And it looks like Tim Hill is coming in to replace Will Warren. So if you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button and share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network who happens to be simulcasting this live play-by-play, or the Yankees The Ugly Truth who is calling this play-by-play, please consider doing so. You may ask yourself why you want to subscribe to Yankees The Ugly Truth. Well, if you like live play-by-plays, I called 146 games last year, not including the playoffs. And I drop a lot of shorts. Drop 2 today. So if you like that and like open panels where you can come up and talk baseball, we may be the place for you. And the first pitch is on the way, and that is ball 1 to Pinago. Hey, Dev. Pinago is 1 for 2 on the day with an RBI and a run scored. Next pitch is on the way, and the sinker is a bit inside. Count is 2-0 on Pinago. Next pitch is on the way, and that is inside. Count is now 3-0. Next pitch is on the way, and the sinker paints the outside half of the plate for call. Strike 1. Count is 3-1. And Hill sets and fires, and the sinker paints the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike 2. Count is full. Hill sets and fires, and that's going to clip the outside corner for call. Strike 3. So Pinago goes from 3-0 to 3-3. That is the first out. Jesus Sanchez coming up to bat, 1 for 2 on the day with an RBI. And Hill sets and fires, and the sinker is just inside. Count is 1-0. Hill sets and he fires, and this ball is weakly grounded to Hill. Will is going to underhand it to Rice for the second out. Snyder is 0 for 1 on the night with a sack bunt. And Hill sets and fires, and that pitch is up high. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and the four-seamer is off the plate. Count is 2-0. And Hill sets, fires in the fastball, paints the outside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 2-1. Hill sets and fires, and that fastball is way up high and inside. Count is now 3-1. And Hill sets, pitches on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is now full, 3-2. Hill sets and fires, and that pitch is going to miss low and off the plate. That is ball 4. Coming up to bat is Andres Jimenez, the shortstop, 1 for 2 on the night with an RBI. First pitch is on the way, and the sinker catches the outside corner for call. Strike one. Hill sets, and he fires, and that pitch is hammered foul down the first base line. Count is 0-2. And Hill sets, and the pitch is bounced to Jazz. Jazz fires to Rice, and that is going to do it for the Blue Jays in the top of the second. Blue Jays are going to leave a runner on. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. We try to go for 30 likes per live stream, and we are at 20, so we're 10 away from our goal. So if you haven't hit the like button, please do so. And we have an active poll running. Will Austin Wells get a hit tonight? Please take this time to drop your vote. Let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. Let us know what you're thinking. And if you are not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing, especially if you like live play-by-plays, shorts, and open panels where you can come up and talk baseball. This may be the place for you. So please consider. And thank you. I want to thank everybody who has popped into our stream tonight to listen to a little bit of baseball, especially on your busy Tuesday evening. So how are we feeling about the game so far? We have Blue Jay fans here. In the past, I've had a lot of them. And we have another home run from our chat. We have just received our 733rd subscriber. So we're 2 away from our next milestone of 735. So I'm not sure who subscribed, but thank you for trusting us to provide you with quality content here on Yankees The Ugly Truth. I appreciate your support. And coming up to bat for the Yankees in this half of the inning is going to be Jazz Chisholm Jr., Ryan McMahon, and Anthony Volpe. And Mako is coming into the game for Dylan Cease, so he is out of here. Jazz is 0 for 1 on the day with a walk. And the first pitch is in there for call, strike one. He also has a strikeout on the night. Mako sets and fires, and the next pitch is right down the heart of Broadway. Count is now 0-2. Mako sets, fires, and that pitch is just up high. Count is 1-2 on Jazz. So is Jazz going to get into the hit column today? Mako sets and fires, and Jazz is going to be called out on strikes. And I'm amazed that Jazz is not challenging this. So that is the first out of the night. Coming up to bat is Ryan McMahon. McMahon is 1 for 2 on the day with a 3-run homer to tie this game up. And Mako sets, and the first pitch is on the way. Slider catches the inside corner of the strike zone for call, strike one. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and the curveball is over the top of McMahon's head. Count is 1-1. Pitch is on the way, and this is hammered through the infield into right field, and that is going to be McMahon's second hit of the night. So prior to his last at bat, McMahon was 0 for 24, so now he is 2 for 2 on the night. Coming up to bat is Anthony Volpe, 1 for 2 on the night with a caught stealing controversial play. And the first pitch is on the way, and the slider bounces in the dirt in front of the plate. Count is 1-0. Looks like Jake Bird is warming up in the bullpen. Mako sets. Pitch is on the way, and he paints the inside corner for call, strike one. Count is 1-1 on Bolster. And it looks like Lee is warming up in the bullpen for the Blue Jays. Mako sets. Pitch is on the way, and Volpe waves at the changeup off the plate. Count is 1-2. Next pitch is on the way, and that is a changeup in the dirt. Count is 1-2. Mako sets. And there is a weak pickoff attempt at first base. McMahon is backhand standing up. Mako sets and fires at that. Four-seamer is inside. Count is now 3-2. Those of you just joining the stream, we're in the bottom of the sixth. Yankees have a 5-3 lead. Yankees have a runner at first with one out. 3-2 count on Anthony Volpe. Next pitch is on the way, and this is hammered foul down the third base line. And Backo sits. Checks out the runner at first. Pitch is on the way. And this is looped into left field. Jimenez is backing up, and he is going to make the play in shallow left field for the second out. And it looks like Paul Goldschmidt is coming in to pinch hit for Spencer Jones. And Goldie is a left-handed killer, so Mako is a left-handed pitcher. And looks like Snyder is coming out. So they're going to the bullpen, and Lee is coming in the game. More, no more, no more. And we'll do it one more time. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. And you are out of here, brother. And while we're waiting for the pitcher to get here, in our active scoreboard, the Braves beat the Marlins 8-4. Guardians beat the Tigers 4-3. Reds have a 4-1 lead on the Phillies in the bottom of the ninth. Rays have a 3-1 lead on the Orioles in the bottom of the eighth. Nationals are leading the Mets 9-5 in the top of the sixth. As you know, in this game, in the bottom of the sixth, Yankees have a 5-3 lead on the Blue Jays. Astros lead the Twins 2-0 in the top of the seventh. Red Sox lead the Royals 2-1 in the bottom of the fifth. Brewers lead the Cubs 3-0 in the top of the sixth. Pirates lead the Cardinals 4-3 in the top or the bottom of the fifth. Rangers lead the Rockies 2-0 in the top of the second. And the next game to start is at 9:28. That's going to be the A's and the Angels. So we're about half an hour from start time. And for those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. We are at 21 likes, 9 short of our goal of 30 per live stream. So let's do it. And if you are a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll know every time that we are live and not Memorex. And every time I drop a short, you'll know. Goldschmidt is coming up to bat. And Lee sets. First pitch is inside the sweeper. Count is 1-0. Lee sets and fires, and that sweeper is off the plate. Count is 2-0 on Goldie. And Lee is going to step off the mound. They're making fun of Lee. Apparently, he has a bachelor's degree in aerospace engineering, so they're saying that he's too smart to pitch. Looks like there is an issue with the pitch column. So I guess docs can't have good engineering degrees. I was a pitcher, and I have a bachelor's in electrical engineering and in industrial engineering. Maybe I shouldn't have been a ball player either. Yes, sir. Roll Tide. And the pitch is on the way, and the sinker is going to paint the outside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 2-1. And the pitch is on the way, and Goldschmidt swings and misses on the fastball. Count is evened at deuce. What color is your goose? Lee sets and fires, and McMahon steals second base without a throw, so he's going to be in there standing up. So that is McMahon's third stolen base. Yankees have a runner at second with 2 outs. Lee sets and he fires, and that pitch is up for ball 4. So the Yankees have runners at first and second with 2 outs, and Austin Wells is coming up to bat. This is very applicable to our second poll question of the night. Will Austin Wells get a hit? He is 0 for 2 on the night with a pair of strikeouts. And the first pitch is on the way, and that sweeper is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Take this opportunity to drop your boat. And Lee sets and he fires, and this is foul down the left field line. Count is 1-1. And the pitch is all the way, and the sweeper is off the plate. Count is 2-1. And the catcher is going to call timeout. Apparently, they have continued pitch com issue. And the pitcher has a new pitch com. And the pitch is on the way, and that is up high. Count is now 3-1 on Wells. And the pitch is on the way, and that is up and in. So the bases are now juice full of Yankees with 2 outs. Coming up to bat is Trent Grisham, 1 for 2 on the night with a single, base on balls, a strikeout, and a run scored. Can Captain Clutch come through and extend this lead even further? And the catcher meeting on the mound is broken up by the home plate umpire. So is Grisham going to get Lee? Are the Yankees going to score with the bases loaded? Don't know, but I guess we're about to find out now, aren't we? And Lee sets, and the first pitch is a sweeper off the plate. Count is 1-0. So Wells has failed to get a hit once again. 0 for 2 on the night. Next pitch is on the way, and this is grounded to Snyder. Snyder underhands it to Guerrero to record the third out. So the Yankees are going to leave the bases loaded. And for those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. Will Austin Wells get a hit tonight? Let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. We are at 21 likes, 9 short of our goal of 30 for every live play-by-play. So let's hit that like button and share the channel out. And if you are not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network who is simulcasting our stream, or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family who is doing the stream, please consider subscribing. If you like live play-by-plays, I call a lot of them. 146 last season, and I have called every one this season, including spring training, with the exception of maybe 4 games. Generally, I miss games on Wednesdays because I bowl in leagues, but if the game is a daytime game, I'm definitely calling. If you like shorts, I drop a lot of them. As a matter of fact, I dropped 2 yesterday, dropped 2 today. And when you get a chance, head on over and check them out. Let me know what you think. We also host open panels. So anyone who wants to come up from the chat is more than welcome to come up and talk a little bit of baseball. If this appeals to you, then Yankees The Ugly Truth may be the place for you. At least please consider. We have 15 votes in our active poll, so thank you for those of you who have participated. How will you help, Rob? Hey, JJ, welcome to the stream. And it looks like Jake Bird is coming into the game to replace Tim Hill. And the catcher, Heineman, is up to bat. 0 for 2 on the night. First pitch is on the way, and the sweeper catches the outside corner for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and this is grounded to Rice. Rice lays out and flips it to Bird to record the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is George Springer, 1 for 3 on the night. It was a great play. And the pitch is on the way, and that sweeper catches the outside corner for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1 on Springer. Pitch is on the way, and this one is fouled off. Count is 0-2 on Springer. Next pitch is on the way, and it is down low. Count is 1-2. Next pitch is a fastball up and in. Count is evened at deuce deuce. And it looks like they've got Brett Hedrick warming up in the bullpen. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count remains deuce deuce. Pitch is up and in. Count is now full 3-2. Bird sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and missed for strike 3. And that is going to be the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Vlad Guerrero Jr. Bird sets and fires, and that pitch is swung on and missed. Nice sinker. And Guerrero is going to be hit by the pitch right in the middle of the back. So that is going to put him on first. Coming up to bat is Dalton Varsho. And it looks like Aaron Boone is going to put the hook on Jake Bird and bring in Brett Hedrick. So how are we feeling about the game out there, guys and gals? Are we going to put this one in the hands of David Bednar again? Are we going to go to Cardiac Kid? Or are we going to put some distance with them on them and score a few runs? Is Alex Cora better than Boone? Me personally, I think that Alex Cora is a bully, and he likes trying to manhandle his players. And if they don't respond to his type of management, then he gets rid of them. Sort of like Rafael Devers. Devers wouldn't kiss his ass, and now he's in San Francisco. So Boone goes to fight for the death for his players, and they freaking love him. Plus, the guy has over 700 wins as a manager. He doesn't have a World Series win, but in my book, he's pretty damn good. And Hedrick sets, and he fires, and the slider is just a bit low. Next pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is evened at 1-1. Hedrick sets, and he fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. Hedrick sets. Checks on the runner at first. Pitch is on the way. And this is hammered into right field. Judge is going to field it cleanly. Guerrero is going to round second and head to third. So the Blue Jays have runners on the corners, first and third with 2 men out. Coming up to bat is Katsuma Okamoto. 0 for 2 on the night with a base on balls and a strikeout, run scored. And it looks like Blake is coming out to talk with Hedrick. And Hedrick sets. First pitch is on the way. He paints the outside corner with a 4-seamer. Count is 0-1 on Okamoto. Next pitch is on the way. It is a bounce to Volpe. Volpe flips to Jazz at second. And that is going to do it for the Blue Jays in the top of the 7th. And we are heading to the 7th inning stretch. So, United States Navy in the house. Lieutenant Commander Louis Mirabal is the military member of the night. Congratulations, Commander. Commander Mirabal served in Operation Enduring Freedom. So, thank you for your service, sir. Could we turn Ryan Weathers into a closer? I think that Bednar is overused. That's the first problem. However, I dropped a short on that exact subject today. Go over and check it out and let me know what you think. As far as Weathers, if Weathers goes to the pen or when Weathers goes to the pen, we're probably going to end up losing either Ryan Yarborough or Paul Blackburn. So we're going to need a long reliever, and that's probably the role that Weathers will be serving in. And additionally, we have Garrett Cole coming back. Garrett Cole is going to be on pitch limits. So we may need a long reliever like Weathers to support Cole in his first few outings. I personally think that he is being called up prematurely. I would not have done it, but I don't work for the Yankees, and they make their own decisions. I think that they called Rodon up too early, and that's why he's getting hit like a freaking pinata. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the seventh for the Yankees is going to be Big Ben Rice, Aaron Judge, and Cody Bellinger. So 2, 3, 4, and hopefully we score. The guys and gals out there in the actually, John, Judge did have a successful challenge. He should have had two, but he didn't pull the trigger. And it looks like Mason Fluharty, the last left-hander in the Blue Jays bullpen, is out. And he sets and he fires, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is 1-0. That was a weak slider or sweeper at 80 miles an hour. Rice is 1 for 3 on the night. And the pitch is on the way, and that is grounded to Snyder. Snyder is going to flip to Guerrero, and that is going to be the first out of the night. All rise. The judge is in the chamber. Judge is 0 for 2 on the day with a walk and a run scored. Flaherty sets and fires, and the cutter is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1 on the captain. Flaherty sets, pitch is on the way, and Judge swings at a cutter out of the strike zone. Count is 0-2. Flaherty sets and fires, and Judge swings and misses at the sweeper. So that is going to be a good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Judge. His third strikeout of the night. So he has the hat trick. And Bellinger is coming up to bat 0 for 2 on the night with a base on balls. Flaherty sets, and this ball is hammered into right field. Sanchez fields it quickly and gets the ball in. So that is a 2-out single for Cody. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm, 0 for 2 on the night with a base on balls and a pair of strikeouts. And Flaherty sets, checks on Bellinger at first. Pitch is on the way, and Jazz swings weakly at a sweeper for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. That came in at 82 miles an hour. And Flaherty sets, pitch is on the way, and that sweeper is off the plate. Count is 1-1. Flaherty sets and fires, and Jazz lines this one into center field. Varsho is going to lay out and make a beautiful catch. And that is going to do it for the Yankees. I don't know. He might not have caught that, but the Yankees don't have a challenge. So coming up in the top of the eighth is going to be Pinago, Sanchez, and Schneider. For those of you that are here, we have 17 votes in our active poll. If you haven't voted yet, please take a moment to let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. We are at 22 likes here at Yankees The Ugly Truth for our live stream. Our goal is 30, so we're 8 down. If you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. And in our active scoreboard for this evening, the Braves beat the Marlins 8-4. Guardians beat the Tigers 4-3. Reds beat the Phillies 4-1. Rays beat the Orioles 4-1. Nationals lead the Mets 6-9 in the top of eighth. In the top of the eighth, the Yankees lead the Blue Jays 5-3. Astros lead the Twins 2-1 in the bottom of the eighth. Red Sox have a 2-1 lead on the Royals in the top of the seventh. Brewers have a 3-0 lead on the Cubs in the bottom of the seventh. Cardinals have taken a 5-4 lead on the Pirates in the top of the seventh. Rangers now lead the Rockies 5-0 in the top of the fourth. Angels and the Athletics are locked up at zeros in the top of the first. And that is our active scoreboard. Diamondbacks and the Giants are just about to kick it off, as are the White Sox, Mariners, and the Dodgers and the Padres. And it looks like Mile Straw is coming to pinch hit for Pinago. It looks like Hedrick is going to stay out there for another batter. And the first pitch to Straw is up high. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and that is in there for call. Strike one. Next pitch is on the way, and that is up high. Count is 2-1. And apparently Boone just got ejected while we were at commercial break. Next pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and missed. Count is evened at 2-2. Hedrick sets and fires, and that is in there for call. Strike three on Straw. That is the first out in the top of the eighth. And it looks like Lenian Sosa is coming in to replace Jesus Sanchez. The first pitch is on the way, and it is a four-seamer called. Strike one. Count is 0-1 on Sosa. Next pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. Sosa's hitting 210 on the season. 1 homer, 9 RBIs. And that pitch is hammered foul down the third base line. Count remains 0-2. I do not think that Bednar is actually available, because if he pitches, that's 4 out of the last 5 days, and the Yankees just don't generally do that. And the pitch is all the way, and it is up and out of the strike zone. Count is 1-2. And it looks like Camilo Duvall is warming up in the pen. That tells you that pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Hedrick sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled straight back. Count remains 1-2 as we head to the seventh pitch of the at bat. Next pitch is on the way, and Hedrick fires a slider down low. Count is 2-2. Hedrick sets, fires, and the pitch is foul down the third base line. All right, Brett, you've been throwing everything down low. You got to flash something high to change this guy's eye angle. Hedrick sets, and the pitch is swung on and missed for strike three. And that is going to be the second strikeout of the inning. Coming up to bat is Davis Snyder, 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout and a base on balls. Hedrick sets and fires, and the first pitch is fouled down the right field line. Count is 0-1 on Snyder. Pitch is on the way, and he paints the outside corner for call. Strike two. Count is 0-2 on Snyder. Next pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. And now they've got Yvonne Cruz warming up in the bullpen. Hedrick sets and fires, and this ball is skied to right field. Judge is tracking it, and he makes the play for the third out. And that is going to do it for the Blue Jays in the top of the eighth. Coming up to bat for the Yankees is Ryan McMahon, Anthony Volpe, and Paul Goldschmidt. So will Wells actually get another bat? For those of you that are here, we are at 23 likes, 7 away from our goal of 30 for every live play-by-play. So if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you haven't dropped your vote in our active poll, we have 18 votes. So thank you for everybody who has participated. Let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. We here at Yankees The Ugly Truth are at 733 subscribers, too short of our next milestone of 735. If you like live play-by-plays, shorts, and open panels where you can come up and talk baseball, this may be the place for you. Please consider subscribing to Yankees the Ugly Truth. And I want to thank everybody who is participated in tonight's live play-by-play supporting this stream. Your support is appreciated, and I want to thank you for taking time out of your busy Tuesday evening to listen to a little bit of baseball. And it looks like Sosa is going to go into the game at second. Straw is going to go into the game at right field. Davis Snyder is going to move to second base. And it looks like Lewis Varlin is coming in to replace Mason Fluharty. Ryan McMahon is coming up to bat. He is 2 for 3 on the night with a single and a homer. He has 3 RBIs. First pitch is on the way, and McMahon swings at the changeup. Count is 0-1. And it looks like they have a pitch comm issue. Well, let's see. The Jays have Alejandro Kirk on the IL. They have Santander on the IL. And the first pitch is chopped to Varlin, and he is going to run to first and take it himself. That is the first out of the evening or the inning. They also have a couple of starting pitchers on the IL. Anthony Volpe's coming up to bat, 1 for 3 on the night with a single, and he was caught stealing. First pitch is on the way, and this is lined straight into center field. Varsho is waiting on it, and he makes the play for the second out. Coming up to bat is Paul Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt walked at his first plate appearance, so he does not have an official plate appearance. And the first pitch is a slider swung on a miss. Count is 0-1. Varlin sets and he fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2 on Goldie. Pitch is on the way, and that is going to paint the bottom of the strike zone for call, strike 3. So that is going to be good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Paul. And it looks like Duvall is coming in to take the closer slot. And I've ended our active poll, the second one of the evening. The Yankees should not have another at bat. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Coming up to bat is Jimenez, Heineman, and Springer, 8, 9, and 1. We had 19 votes in our active poll. 68% said that Austin Wells would not get a hit. 32% said that he would. Well, the 68% are right because Wells did not get a hit tonight. He did get a walk. So that's a plus. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the like out. We're at 24 likes, 6 short of our goal of 30 for every live play-by-play. Support would be most appreciated. And in our active scoreboard for the night, this last update, Braves beat the Marlins 8-4. Guardians beat the Tigers 4-3. Reds beat the Phillies 4-1. Rays beat the Orioles 4-1. The Nationals have a 9-6 lead on the Mets in the top of the ninth. Yankees have a 5-3 lead on the Blue Jays in the top of the ninth. Astros have a 2-1 lead on the Twins in the bottom of the ninth. Red Sox have a 3-1 lead in the bottom of the eighth. Brewers have a 5-0 lead on the Cubs in the bottom of the eighth. Cardinals have a 5-4 lead on the Padres in the top of the eighth. Rangers have a 7-0 lead on the Rockies in the top of the fifth. Athletics and Angels are locked up at zeros in the bottom of the first. Diamondbacks have a 1-0 lead on the Giants in the bottom of the first. Dodgers have a 2-0 lead on the Padres. And the White Sox and the Mariners are locked up at zeros. And that is your active scoreboard. First pitch from Duvall is fouled off. Count is 0-1 on Jimenez. Jimenez is 1 for 3 on the night with a single and a RBI. Duvall sets, pitch is on the way, and that is sinker is way off the plate. Count is evened at 1-1. Duvall sets it. He fires, and that pitch is going to go all the way to the backstop. Count is 2-1. Duvall sets it, fires, and the sinker is swung on and missed. Count is even at 2-2. And Duvall sets. Pitch is on the way, and the sinker is down low. Count is now full. Pitch is on the way, and that is inside for ball 4. So now the Blue Jays have a runner at first with nobody out. Tying run is coming to the plate. Cody Clement is coming in to pinch hit for Heineman. First pitch is on the way, and it is fouled straight back. Runner takes off. And Duvall throws over to first base. And the pitch is on the way, and this is dropped into right field for a single. That is a broken bat single. And the runner is going to advance to third. So the Blue Jays have runners at first and third with George Springer coming up to bat. Springer is 1 for 4 on the night with a single. Duvall sets, and the first pitch is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1 on Springer. The 95-mile-an-hour cutter. And Duvall sets. Next pitch is on the way, and he misses just low. Count is 1-1. Wells is challenging this one. And the pitch is upheld. New York has one challenge remaining. It is 0.7 of an inch low. And Duvall sets. Next pitch is on the way, and this is a line drive right back at Duvall. Duvall checks the runner at third, knocks it down, and fires to first. The Clement is going to advance to second. That was a bullet hit back at Duvall. So the tying run is now at second base. Vladdy Guerrero is coming up to bat. Duvall sets and fires, and that pitch is fouled straight back. Count is 0-1 on Guerrero. That was 101-mile-an-hour sinker. Duvall sets and he fires, and that pitch is fouled off. Count is now 0-2. Duvall sets and fires, and that pitch is fouled straight back. That was a 102-mile-an-hour sinker. Doval sets and fires, and the pitch is tap foul by Guerrero. Count remains 0-2 as we head to the fifth pitch of the at-bat. Pitch is on the way, and this is foul down the right field line. Doval sets and fires, and this ball is driven to center field. Grisham is tracking it, and he is going to make the play on the warning track. Tagging and scoring is Jimenez, and Clement is going to head back to second. So that is a sac fly to Guerrero. 5-4 Yankees with 2 outs. Runner at second, and Bolton Varsho is coming up to bat. Varsho is 3 for 4 tonight with a run scored. I would put Varsho on. I wouldn't even think about pitching to him. I would take my chances on Okamoto. Pitch is on the way, and Varsho bounces this one to Jazz. Ben Rice is not there. Doval does not cover. Clement is going to stop at third. That is a rookie first base mistake. So the Blue Jays now have runners at first and third with 2 outs, and Katsuma Okamoto coming up to bat. Doval should have broken for the bag right off the bat, but he did. He got caught sleeping. Okamoto is 0 for 3 on the night with a strikeout, a base on balls, and a run scored. First pitch is on the way, and Okamoto fouls it off. Count is 0-1. That was a 100-mile-an-hour sinker. And Doval sets and fires, and that pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-2. The runner was on the way. So the Blue Jays are down to their last strike, their last out. Can Doval hold this, put his finger in the dike? Doval sets and fires. That pitch is inside. Varsho steals second. So the Blue Jays now have runners at second and third with 2 outs. Count is 1-2 on Okamoto. Go ahead run is now in scoring position. Duvall sets, and this is grounded to Volpe. Volpe fills it cleanly and fires across the diamond to Rice to end this game. And the Yankees hold on to win this one 5-4. My goodness. I don't know how many more of these type of games my heart can take. For those of you, as far as programming notes, tomorrow is my league bowling night, and I will not be calling the live play-by-play. I recommend heading over to NY Yankee Mania to catch that game, but I will be back on Thursday to call the game 4. And our numbers for tonight are going to be 5 runs on 6 hits, no errors for the Yankees. The Blue Jays are going to have 4 runs on 9 hits, no errors. Will Warren is going to pick up his 6th win of the season. Dylan Cease is going to drop to 3-2 on the season, and Camilo Duvall is going to pick up the first save of the year for the Yankees. I want to thank everybody for being here, listening to a little bit of play-by-play on your busy Tuesday night. Thank you for supporting, and I'm going to end this stream in traditional fashion with Let's Go Yankees, and we'll see you in the funny papers. Have a great night.
I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up. No, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up. No, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. I don't ever slow up.